150 years ago, they didn't have lamps, radiator, or stoves. They used fire as a source of warmth and to bake their food above it. They also used the fire to have light in their home. They used candles as well, but that was only for special occasions. They didn't have a phone, they had a horn, which they only used in emergencies or to scare animals away. They made almost all their stuff by hand themselves. They dried their fish in the sun so they can save it for in the winter when they don't have enough food to survive.
8 years ago they had electricity, which they used for lamps, telephones, that they only had in their home, a stove to make food and a freezer to store ice. You had two kinds of freezers. One where you put ice above in the box and store the food under the box. This one was more for the poor people. The other one was powered by electricity, which freezer only rich people use. Electricity become really important. They need hot water to run down the radiator to keep the house warm. They start to use a toilet inside the house. It mostly was for the rich people. They had clean water inside the toilet. What they didn't have was toothpaste.
Nowadays, the electricity has a more impact on our daily life, and not just be able to see in our house. We use it to charge up our phones, watching TV, help us cooking, and also sometimes charging up our electricity cars. We also have a different way to heat up our home. Now with floor heating, that is a better way to heating up our home in comparison with radiators, because floor heating is heating up every place in the house. And also, when we cook, we use it of stoves, ovens, and also microwaves. That's powered by electricity, in comparison with the fire-powered stove for 80 years ago. We also keep our food in fridges, for example, like they did in 80 years ago. They also changed the communication. Now we use mobile phones that we can bring everywhere, but back for 80 years ago, they had like a phone that was just sitting in a hardware store, for example, and was local for every person in the city. They also changed it's also much difference between the hygiene between our now and in the past. We have much better hygiene than before, because we have toothpaste, dish soap, and even alcohol gel that help us have a better hygiene.